Alright folks, welcome back to Game 3, now officially getting underway with no drops. I want to say real quick though, I've just gotten several reports through Skype and through Twitter that our chat is no longer functioning and I don't see any new messages whatsoever, so if your chat is not working, I am so sad to see that. But of course, if you guys want to keep up to date with us, if you want to send us messages to have shoutouts on stream, all that good jazz, you can always tweet at us. Once again, I am at Riff_Kings on Twitter. My partner in crime is NostalgiaTalix. And you can find both of us. If you just tweet at us, we'll try and keep in contact till Twitch chat comes back up. But this is the Kaspersky King of the Hill Arena, and that's where the focus should be, on the StarCraft, not on us. Let's get into this. Spawning in the top left corner of the map, representing Team Evil Geniuses, it is the blue Terran player, ThorZain.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, as our red Zerg player representing Liquid, we have TLO. That's so much fun to say.
I know, like...
TLO, they're just the three best letters to put next to each other. I mean, MVP is pretty good, but TLO, it just goes to the next level.
But you got to be careful, because then you get people like Slivko, who are like VP BenQ Slivko, and you got like all of these extra letters you got to worry about. Yeah,
that's always ridiculous. I always made the same kind of connection to, like, sometimes you have, like, you know, a whole bunch of StarCraft professionals who are just a couple of letters, and it reminds me of, like, the Nintendo DS, and I was like, when does it stop the Nintendo DS, DSi, DSi XL, DSi XL squared? I'm like, when does this stop?
Well, let's not forget the 3DS,
yeah, the 3DS,
LOL, BBQ,
yeah,
ROFL.
ROFL, LMAO.
Pretty much.
Alright, guys, well, let's talk a little bit about what's happening in this game. ThorZain, wow, he's going for the command center on the lower ground here before barracks.
I like this, though.
That's confidence right there. That's when you know that you can play this game. You're just like, no, command center first on the low ground against a Zerg player.
Well, I
could
like
potentially six-fold, but not won't.
Well, I very like that he went for the low ground command center. A very prevalent problem. Katz's hatch block has spread to Europe at this point, guys. Officially and actually. One of the first instances we saw of this was QXC a few weeks ago. He immediately after the game, getting Katz blocked, by the way, he lost that game too, tweeted to Katz like, WTF, your build has finally made it to Europe. Like, what the hell? So, TLO, being the crazy guy that he is, would totally have it in his wheelhouse and capability to go for a hatch block of the natural if ThorZain was building on the high ground. And ThorZain, playing on all sorts of servers, Korean, North American, European, I like that he went for the low ground decision here.
Yeah, this was a really great play. Also, I've just tried to see if there was a way for me to be able to fix my chat. I tried to refresh the stream. Don't do that if you were going to try, because mine's not reloading right now.
Yeah, it happens. Twitch does suffer from problems from time to time, but guys, fear not. Even if you can't watch the video or something crazy, well, I guess you can't watch the video, you can't hear me talking right now. The VODs will be available on both YouTube and on Twitch TV pretty much by the end of tonight. I am very quick about getting those done, so fear not. You will see some StarCraft if you're missing it. And again, sorry that chat's not loading, but guys, let's focus on the game here. So ThorZain, you know, tying it up now at this point, I'm a little, what's the word here? I guess concerned for TLO, because ThorZain's now got the ball rolling. The momentum is in his favor. The first game in a best of series, whether it's 1 or 5, it either has the most impact on you or the least impact on you. And I think with that last game, it had the least impact on ThorZain.
Yeah, I'm in the same kind of boat as you. I'm thinking, like, you know, that just gave ThorZain, you know, so much confidence and all that. You know what, TLO, though, you know what, he's going 3 bases really early on here to counteract the fact that ThorZain did go command center first, already has mules mining really effectively. If you take a look at that income tab, he is just miles ahead right now, almost 300 minerals a minute.
Yeah, and I guess if you guys don't know, by the way, the reason I don't do a lot of tab swapping is our lovely Flamga. You guys can find him on Twitter at FlamgaSC2. He's the one who designed this UI. We actually have a brand new one underway. We got some tweaks coming. He's also the one who helped make all of our map introductions for BaseTradeTV. If you want to actually access to this UI to play with it yourself, you can tweet at him. He's a very friendly guy and will probably give you access to it. But my favorite thing about it is you get to see that income tab always. Oh,
all
so
time,
good.
All the time. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, we do have TLO right now. He is putting down an evolution chamber. Just going to be trying to block off the front of his base here. You know, he's got his queens as well. So, oh, ThorZain pulled a mule off of mining for half a second, and then it died. Oh, sad. That was sad. But still not a whole lot going underway here. It looks like both players are just going to go mass macro at this point. I can see another command center in production right now. Where are you? Hiding.
It's right next to the main. It's the most obvious.
I was like looking at him like I can't find it. That's just the normal command center.
He's hiding in plain sight, Talix. That is like the best place to hide.
Yeah, that completely worked against me. This is like Where's Waldo, guys, except where's command center?
Oh, did I miss it? I did. The first Zergling just died, guys. We'll pretend the next thing that dies is First Blood. I panned over looking for the kill, and I just missed the sizzling corpse.
All right, well, there might be another one here. There is one Zergling, 2 Hellions, and
Nothing. Oh, there we go.
Wait.
So this is totally
First blood.
yeah.
Blood.
Yo, I find it hilarious. Some people love that gimmick, some people hate that gimmick. It's my favorite thing to do because it's a fun little extra thing we can do for our stream. It's nothing that's like I promise you guys we'll never go overboard. You're not gonna hear multi-kill, you're not gonna hear double kill. It's supposed to be some fun, put a smile on your face, and if you don't like it, my apologies, but it's literally 2 seconds out of the entire game. I'm sure you can get past that.
Yeah, as well, if you've ever watched the RG stream, whenever like a medevac boosts itself, he like puts on like most like race car sounds. That's the word I was looking for. All right, a good surround there by some of those Zerglings, able to pick off a couple of those Hellions right now. Still 5 Hellions on the field, trying to deny that creep spread right now. So
well, I like this. ThorZain has gone for that Banshee opening again. I would honestly love to see ThorZain follow this up with Mech. I think that bringing this build back would be absolutely sick, but he's very limited on what he can do here. Of course, now, the great thing about Banshees, even without Cloak, they can take a Queen on one-on-one, so he's definitely got the potential to do damage, but we already have Spore Crawlers coming down for TLO, so the damage he can do, limited.
Yeah, and I mean, he's still committing to it. He's making a second Banshee right now, but behind it, he is getting, you know, his stim pack. He's getting his +1/+1/1. He's still looking pretty good. Like, he's not going to go all in with just Banshee.
Oh, could not quite get that positioning with the Hellions. Very close. Picks up a few more workers. Let's see, 4 workers killed for a couple Hellions. Not too bad.
I think we're going to be seeing that counterattack right now. TLO's got so many Zerglings forming across the map right now.
Lift up the supply depots.
The supply depots are down.
This is a problem. This is very problematic. A lot of Terran players will miss this. Can ThorZain get it up in time? Oh, Wicked, don't face it like that. Sorry, guys. Didn't think about it until as I said it, I was like, stop. But either way, he gets the depots up. He's going to hold on. And that gaff aside, ThorZain is perfectly fine. Now he's got the Marines out. The reason this was really scary, it wasn't because the depots were down, guys. It was he had just started adding on reactors and tech labs and didn't have a lot of production. So if any Lings did slip in, he actually didn't have a good way to clean them up other than just these Banshees.
Yeah, and that would have taken a long time. Banshee's still pretty good against Zerglings, but when they're in mass numbers, they take a long time to go down.
Can you imagine? I don't know if you guys remember, there was an original version of the Banshee where they actually did significantly lower damage, but they did a huge area of effect attack. Like, can you imagine if that was still reigning true today, where you basically had air siege tanks attacking the ground?
I'd take that, man. That'd be wicked, especially if they made the same sound too, just like these small little Banshees. It's like boom.
I think we'd see a lot more Terran players if that was the case. So maybe it's good that it's not. I don't know. It just depends on your race preference. But meanwhile, ThorZain has got to watch this front line once again. TLO's got a lot of. Oh man.
He's got so much here. Banelings being morphed in right now. 4 Banelings, not quite enough.
Oh, and he's gonna start dropping creep at the 3rd on top of these Lings. Oh, TLO's so abusive here with his Zerg.
Oh, he just plays this so well. All right, the Banshee's trying to do some damage here to these Zerglings, but he's not finding the Zerglings that have the Banelings right now. Still only 4 Banelings.
Oh, man.
He can defend against this, but if he gets that critical mass number of like 6 or 7, he can just go straight through this wall.
And guys, here's a fun fact for you. I actually took the time to time this out. I made a whole video about it. A fully spread creep spread like this from an Overlord takes 43 seconds-ish in game time to recede entirely for the command center to land. So this is a huge denial from TLO. It's a lot of extra time on top of what's going on here. Lings are flooding in though. Banelings are slow, so they can't quite make those connections, but they get a lot of Marines anyways.
Yeah, still does some good hits there. ThorZain still having that supply lead right now. 114 to 104, not that much, but look at the creep spread. This is something I really want to talk about. TLO just knows how to spread his creep. Like, this is crazy.
You know, if TLO's not careful, or sorry, if it's not careful, TLO actually might put Scarlet up for a run for the money of like the best creep spreader ever. This is ridiculous.
Yes. Oh, it's fantastic. And another great thing about Scarlet, I mean, as much as I love TLO, Scarlet's a fellow Canadian. You gotta cheer for her for me.
Absolutely. I mean, she is like the Zerg queen for a reason.
Yeah, that's right. She is the Zerg queen. That's exactly what happened. It's sad that she's taking a small break right now, though.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if you guys got this. Her, Suppy, a couple others, the Major and Sasquatch, they were like ghetto casting WCSNA before they were shut down. That was some of the funnest casting I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's just like watching MC cast. Anything he casts is just amazing.
Oh my god, Home Story Cup, dude. I couldn't even get enough of that. When the singing started as well. But either way, okay, we got this huge Bioforce coming out with these Widowmines. It doesn't have Drilling Claws just yet, so ThorZain's got to be a little careful with this. Widowmines, of course, become very offensive tools when they get to burrow instantly, but I gotta say, TLO with a much earlier Ultralisk Cavern, he's got all of his tech path lining up correctly here at the 14-minute mark. He's even getting some SCV kills here at the 3rd. He should be able to get these depots as well. Oh, the Banelings! Oh, the SCVs were corralling into the Banelings there for a second. Widowmine does go off. splash damage hurts. But meanwhile, a big push on the other side of the field. And Talix, once those ultras pop, man.
Yeah, and not only that, he's also got his adrenal glands going. He's making those Zerglings super effective right now. Both players doing serious damage for one another. The Banelings here from TLO going to be able to push ThorZain back. The creep spread is still so far right now. And he actually manages to pick up quite a lot of those Marines. And, oh, the rest of them get picked up.
He had 2 more Widowmines there armed and ready. They do go up there at the last second. Oh my god! What an epic shot for that one Widowmine!
So glad I was looking at that when that happened.
That was, oh my god. I wish I knew real sports so I could reference what that was. That's basically like a football going across the whole field though in my ineptitude.
that was like a 70-yard field goal or something.
But man, okay, so the Ultras are out. TLO with a decisive tech advantage, finishing up 3-3, and Chitin is plating here. If he waits a couple seconds, he'll take this fight no problem, but right now his Ultras are still squishy. They're about to get 3 levels of armor upgrades. There we go, +2, and the last +3 is on the way.
Yeah, alright, let's see how this engagement goes. There's so many Marines here, but they are so low in health. There's not enough medevacs here to try to heal against them, so the stutter stepping is a lot less effective.
Oh my god, those Marines have no health. One Kaiser Blade sweep will kill so many of them. He's actually shooting that SCV just saved all of those Marines. I don't know if you guys caught that. He meleeed the SCV, which was further away. Intentional, accidental, doesn't matter. A hero, to say the least. Ultra is now busting down the front wall. Third base under assault as well. TLO not quite at that swarm status yet, but getting there as he floods units across the field.
Yeah, alright, now more medevacs here joining the fray, trying to heal up some of these Marines, but 2 Ultra was just chasing them down. We do even have the Widowmines, but they have already used up everything, and I love this play from ThorZain, just sending like 1 or 2 Marines just to try to see if he can maximize the amount of damage he can be done. But there is so much Zerg right now in the natural expansion, and there's the GG!
Oh, TLO taking a 2-1 lead now over ThorZain. But more importantly, going to bring us a game 4, which I'm perfectly happy with.